Hello everyone, this is Anil Kumar. Today topic is quick revision of chemical kinetics. In this topic also I will be discussing only important topics which are useful for a student who is appearing for objectives, whether it is JEE Mains or NEET. So let us begin the class. In the chemical kinetics, first topic is about rate. So what is meant by rate? It is nothing but the change in concentration. We are taking rate as V. It is nothing but change in concentration by time. And if you want to calculate the units of rate, it is moles. Concentration is nothing but moles per liter. So it is liter inverse. And the time you can take minutes or seconds. So you can have the units as moles, liter inverse, second inverse. So these are the units of rate. And in this they will ask questions. You will give some change of concentration in some time, then you can take this V is equal to C by T. You take the difference of change of concentration by time, then you will get rate of reaction. And sometimes he will also ask to write instant rate of a reaction. Suppose a reaction is there, like 3A plus 2B gives rise to 4C. This is a reaction, and to this reaction he will ask to write instant rate. So for this instant rate can be taken as so this 3 is taken as minus 1 by 3, and d of concentration of A by dt. This is nothing but change in concentration of A by dt by change in time. And this 2 is taken as 1 by 2, and d of concentration of B by dt. And this is taken as plus 1 by 4, d of concentration of C by dt. So the negative signs indicates these are reactants. So in a reaction, the reactant concentration will decrease. So we have to mention with negative sign. Whereas in the case of products, the concentration of product will increase. So you have to take with positive sign. So this is how we write instant rate. If any reaction is given like N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. And if they ask to write the instant rate, then you can write in this way. So it is 1 mole of nitrogen. So take it as minus d N2 by dt is equal to 3 moles is taken as minus 1 by 3. Why? Because it is present in the reactant side. So it is given with negative sign. And this 2NH3 is given with plus 1 by 2 d of NH3 by dt. So this is how we write instant rate. In this way, questions can be asked. He may give some equation and ask the instant rate, or sometimes he will also give problems. He will mention the concentration of nitrogen, and he will ask to calculate what is the concentration of hydrogen. Next, factors affecting rate of reaction. So there are four factors which affect rate of reaction. In that, first one is concentration. Concentration is directly proportional to rate of reaction. That's all. And second property is catalyst. So whenever we add a catalyst in a reaction, the activation energy of the reaction decreases and the reaction takes place fast. Whenever you add a catalyst, the reaction occurs fast. So what is happening here means the activation energy will be decreased. That's all in this catalyst. And third factor is nature of reactants. So in the nature of reactant, ionic reactions. If the given reactants are ionic, then the ionic reactions are fast. And if the given reactants are covalent, then the covalent reactions are said to be slow. That's all. And now the fourth property is very, very important. It is a catalyst. Sorry, it is a temperature. So the temperature is directly proportional to rate of reaction. So if you increase the temperature, the rate of reaction also increases. And here one more point we have to remember. For every 10 degrees centigrade rise of temperature, the specific rate K becomes twice or thrice. So it increases by 2 times or 3 times. That is for every 10 degrees centigrade. And next, Arrhenius related temperature and this specific rate K with the equation, that is K is equal to A, which is nothing but Arrhenius constant, exponent power of minus EA by RT. So this is a important formula which is given by Arrhenius. So this is given by the scientist Arrhenius. So if they ask Arrhenius equation, you can write this equation. But in the objectives, he will not ask these simple questions. He will give problems on this Arrhenius equation. And there is a graph. If you take logarithms on this both side, we get ln k is equal to minus EA by RT plus ln A. And if you plot a graph between ln k and 1 by t, this graph is very important. We get a negative slope. So this is a negative slope. And here the slope is equal to minus EA by R. So this graph is very, very important. You will also ask when ln k and 1 by t we plot a graph, what is the slope? So it is nothing but minus EA by R. Next, this reaction can also be taken as log k is equal to minus EA by 2.303 RT plus log A. So this is equation. And in this equation, this final equation is very, very important. He may ask problems on this equation, or sometimes this equation, when two different rates are given, then we have to take this equation, that is log, I'm directly writing the final equation. So it is taken as log k2 by k1 is equal to EA by 2.303 R into 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. So this is a very, very important relation in this effect of temperature. This is very, very important. And remember here, R value you have to take as 8.314 joules. Mostly activation energy will be asked in joules only. So you remember this R value. You take this R value as 8.314 joules. Or mostly will mention in the question itself. And this problem is mostly asked in JEE mains. So it is very very important for JEE mains. And for the NEET, the probability of asking this question is very less. Why means it takes a lot of calculation. So actually in the NEET we don't have that much of time to do all the calculations. So that's why he will give, if a problem is given also, the problem will be in simple calculations only. But in the JEE mains, there is a probability of asking question in this topic. Next topic is order and molecularity. So actually order is calculated from rate equation. So a rate equation is nothing but which depends only on the concentration of reactant. For example, some reaction is there, some A plus B is giving rise to some C. And here the rate of the reaction, it depends only on the concentration of reactant. So the rate V is proportional to only concentration of reactant, that is A power of 1 and B power of 1. So you can write this equation as V is equal to K concentration of A power of 1 and B power of 1 and the sum of these powers. So if you add these two powers, so this is 1 plus 1. So here the order of this reaction is equal to 1. That's all. So in a rate equation, whatever the powers are there to the concentration, that powers are added, that is called as order. And this order can have any values. It can have zero fractions, 1, 2, 3, so any whole number, and also even negative values also. And next, when coming to molecularity, molecularity is different. It have values only 1, 2, 3. It have values only 1, 2, 3. Whereas this order can have 0, 1, 2, 3, so on, and also fractions like 1 by 2, 2 by 3. So in this way, it can be any number. And next, this molecularity is determined from determined from theory by using reaction mechanism, whereas order is determined from experiments. So actually we cannot see a reaction and tell the order of reaction. So we have to perform experiment, and by using the experimental data, then only we can calculate order. Next we have derivation for zero order and first order. So I am not deriving zero order and first order. Just I am writing the final reactions, the final equation of zero order. So when coming to the zero order, the equation is taken as K is equal to A minus A naught by T, or you can also take this equation as in the book, in some books it is given as K is equal to X by T. So this X is nothing but change in concentration. So this is for zero order. And if you plot a graph for the zero order, you have to remember these graphs. If you plot between concentration and time, then we get a negative slope. A negative slope, and here the slope is equal to minus K. And here the intercept is equal to A naught. Just remember this graph. And if you take a graph between concentration and rate, we get a straight line. And the same if we take a graph for concentration and time, sorry, rate and time, Here also we get a graph straight line like this. And if you calculate half life of zero order, so you can take this k is equal to a minus a by 2 by t. So you get k is equal to a by 2t, and this t is generally half, so it is taken as t half. Or you can also write this t half is equal to a by 2k. So these are some relations for zero order reaction, and problems may not be asked in this zero order reaction, but try to remember this equations, the graphs and the related equations in the zero order. Next is integrated equation for first order, and this first order is very important. So in the first order, you can take this equation as I am directly writing the equation. Actually, we have derivation, so no need of derivation in the objectives. So we have k is equal to 2.303 by t log a by a minus x. So this is initial concentration, and this a minus x is a change in concentration. That's all. And if you take half life, so if you are taking half life for this, then half life is taken as t half is equal to, I am directly writing the equation, 0.693 by k. And the related graphs for first order is we are having graphs for first order also. So we can take graph for log a minus x and t. Then we get a negative slope, where slope is equal to minus k and intercept is ln a. And one more graph is there. If you take a graph between ln a by a minus x and time, then we get a slope like this. That's all. And by using this formula, that is k value and t half value, so many problems will be asked. And this topic is very important for NEET and also for JEE mains. Next topic is units of k. So to calculate units of k, suppose some zero order reaction is given. So in the zero order reaction, the rate is not dependent on the concentration. So I am taking a power of 0. So something to the power of 0 is 1. So here the k value is equal to V. V is nothing but change in concentration by time. So concentration, we have units, that is moles, liter inverse, and this is time, which is nothing but seconds. So you can take this units as moles, liter inverse, second inverse. Suppose if a first order reaction is given. So in the first order reaction, the V, that is the rate, is dependent on concentration of a power of 1. So now you can write this equation to, we have to calculate units of k. So you can write this as k is equal to V by concentration of A power of 1, and V is nothing but C by T by, take this concentration of A as C. So now this CC gets cancelled. So this C and this C gets cancelled, and finally we have 1 by T, which is nothing but second inverse. And next, I will write one more example. Let us take some second order reaction. So for a second order reaction, V is equal to K concentration of A power of 2. And in this, K is equal to V by concentration of A power of 2, which is equal to C by T by C square. So in this C square, here this C and this C gets cancelled, and finally we have 1 by C into T. So you can write this as 1 by C means moles per liter. So liters comes here, and time is seconds. So finally we can write these units as mole inverse liter second inverse. So in this way you can write the units of third order, fourth order, or if any fraction is given, then also you can write fraction order. So this is a method. So that's all in this kinetics. And along with this, once just revise some theory topics like a collision theory. So it is a very important topic, and we have two graphs in the collision theory. One is exothermic and endothermic, and questions may be asked on that exothermic and endothermic graphs. And also once revise pseudo first order reaction. Pseudo first order reaction. It is a small topic, and in the pseudo first order reaction, I will give one example. Just remember these two. This example. He will give the following is an example of pseudo first order reaction. So in the pseudo first order reaction, the reaction we have is sucrose C12 H22 O11 on hydrolysis with water in the presence of acidic medium. In the presence of acidic medium, we get glucose and we get fructose. And this is an example for pseudo first order reaction. And one more example is there. It is hydrolysis of ester. It is also in acidic medium. So both the reactions in acidic medium only. So this is one example, and this is second example. You can write any ester, organic that is ester, and the same reaction with water. That is also an example for pseudo first order reaction. And if the same question, instead of this H plus ion, if he mention OH minus ion, then it becomes a second order reaction. So only acidic medium is a first order, and if the medium is changing from acidic to basic, both the cases, then the order of reaction will be equal to 2. That's all. So by taking the help of these formulas, try to solve some previous year problems, and that's all for the day. Thank you.